All right, everyone, welcome to the Crawford Family Doghouse. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and pass it on. This is for a really good cause here. And don't forget to spay and neuter your babies. It's more important than we think. So, as you can see, we got 3 new babies that we brought into the family. My wife had got a call from her friend that needed some help getting some kittens out from underneath her trailer. And in the middle of doing that, my wife had heard some puppies crying in the woods off a little bit. So she went and checked it out, and this is what she came up with right here. These 3 babies, and they're not in the greatest shape. We know we've got worms pretty bad just by looking at the bellies. So we started treating for the worms right off the rip. And that little white one right there, that poor baby looks like a little possum because her little toes and her tail have been eaten up, I believe, by fire ants have gotten a hold of her. So, yeah. And you know, when I got to make these videos on these babies being abandoned like this, I am not in the best of moods. So, it just tears me up to see that people can actually do this. You know, this has got to be a cold-hearted person here. And like I say, I would not want to sit at that dinner table with that cold-hearted of a person. I'd hate for anybody that has to sit at that table. So, and you know, and that's one thing I tell my wife: pull your phone out. Make sure you document this stuff when you find these babies like this, because this is something we want to bring as much light to this problem as possible and show the conditions where they were found and everything and how they were found. So, you know, and I just hope someday that the people that actually dump these babies watch these videos, you know, and see that you know, the good Lord had it in better favor for them, you know, to be found. And that's why we know that's why we find these babies, because the good Lord allows us to, and he sets us where we're supposed to be to find these babies. And I just kind of find it hard to find words sometimes to talk about this and where my subject's going on this matter, because, you know, how much can you say of the same thing and get tired of saying the same thing over and over again, you know? Because, you know, we have brought in seven of these babies, and we found August 13th up until today, which is the 20th of September. So we found 7 babies within that short period of time that we have brought home. And you know, every time I go out, like in the public here, and I run across people that'll talk to me, I bring up the animal abandonment part, and they straight up say it. They're like, it's horrible out here. And I tell them, we ain't been here that long, so we're kind of new to this. You know, this is new to us, seeing this type of abandonment. But it's not new to the regulars here, like people that were born and raised here. This is generational stuff that goes on. This stuff has been going on for a long time. So, and we're not from here. So this is something we're going to stand on, and we're going to bring a lot of light to this. You know, October 7th, we've got a city council meeting we're going to push this subject and bring a lot of light to this, because we want to bring an animal sanctuary to this area where we're at, and put an end to this abandoning these dogs in the woods the way they do and on these backcountry roads. And I don't think they've ever had anybody wanting to do something like this here or stand up for these babies in general. So I think this is going to be very new for all these people here. And we plan on standing our ground with this. Like, we're going to push this subject. This is something we are pushing here. And it may be new to them, but hey, when you shine the light, hey, come on, get off of her. What are you doing? She's a baby. Get off that baby. Come on. Don't bully her. So, yeah, and like I say, we're going to bring as much light to this as possible. We're making a difference. So, yeah. And like I say, how often can you say the same thing over and over again without getting tired of saying it? It's like a broken record, I guess. But like I say, we're not going to let up on it. We're going to continue to do what we do and fight this good fight for these babies, you know, because if we're not changing anything, we're changing their life, you know, and that's what we aim to do, give them a better way than what they were given. So You know, with that being said, everybody on the property from the bottom of their heart would like to thank these people who don't have a heart and continue to dump these babies the way that they do. Because without them, there'd be no us, and we truly appreciate them. And don't forget to spay and neuter, everyone. It's very important. And hit that like and subscribe, pass it on. This is for a really good cause. And we thank all our subscribers so far, and you know, let's keep up the good work, everyone. Thank you.